Do you believe art can change the world? So do I. On this show, we meet artists whose work is doing just that. Welcome to Art Heals All Wounds. I'm your host, Pam Uzzell.
I don't think I knew that creative work was so important to me until I got depressed, which I can laugh as I say that now because I don't even think I realized that that's what was happening. But I'd been teaching for 20 years and I loved my work, I really did, but it had taken so much from me and I wasn't finding, I guess, new ways to fund the work that it obligated. And so I started looking for opportunities to write my thoughts out for others, as if I still needed some sort of external validation. So it didn't somehow count unless I could get it published somewhere. So that's what creativity initially looked like. And then I got sad and my husband actually had to kind of step in and say, this isn't okay. You're not okay. And I wanted to be okay. I wanted to be okay for my family. I wanted to be okay for myself. And so I left teaching. And that experience of leaving enabled much more space for creativity to flow. And all of a sudden, I didn't need to just be doing the work for the sake of publishing. I could be doing creative work to be around people, to be connected to people. It's one of the reasons why my Reframeables podcast is so much about sharing conversations with artists and authors who help me to reframe the way I live in the world, because I honestly need those creative conversations to continue to feel good in the world. So anyways, I don't know if that's helpful to anyone, because it's certainly not an obvious linear path forward, but that's what creative work has done for me. It's helped me to be okay in a new way that I never even thought possible before.
You're listening to Art Heals All Wounds. Today was supposed to be a full-length episode, and I've had 2 guests reschedule, leaving me with a hole. Oh well, summer, you know. In 2 weeks, I will have a new full-length episode for you. Lucky for me, I have a voicemail to share. Thank you to Natalie Davey for sending in this voicemail. Natalie co-hosts a great podcast with her sister Rebecca called Reframeables, where they and guests talk about all kinds of things, but particularly the role of art and creativity. Natalie and Rebecca have such great chemistry together. I didn't know the story about Natalie's decision to leave teaching and why she did. Do you have a story about the role that art and creativity play in your life? I'd love to share it on my show. Just go to my website, arthealsallwoundspodcast.com, and click on the widget that says Leave a Voicemail for Pam. If you feel able, you can also leave me a small donation on my website. To do that, you just click on either the widget or the link that says Buy Me a Coffee. This podcast is completely independent, so anything you leave is super helpful. Thanks for listening.